Yeah.
Yo,
We back. Another episode. We got Freestyle Friday today, though. What up, my boy?
what's the word, guys?
Well,
Before we get started, we want to make sure everybody know y'all need to like, follow, share, leave that 5-star review, subscribe, go to the YouTube channel. We on Kick, Instagram, TikTok,
everywhere.
everything at the_lot_podcast. All right, so today a dope day. Why is it a dope day? We got two black men, two CEOs, two men that are making a huge difference in their community. We got very own Jeremy, J-Rob, Batman. And we got Glove, Daily Glove, J Glove. How y'all feeling today, man?
Bro, y'all.
Blessed.
Definitely thankful. Happy to be here.
Man, we appreciate y'all pulling up on
Appreciate
us.
y'all.
It's definitely it right here, man. Definitely excited to be on the pod, man. Being the first few episodes, man. Like, man, this gonna take off.
Man,
So
so
really proud of y'all.
man.
Proud of y'all.
Appreciate y'all,
It's
bro.
nice little setup and everything.
Gratitude,
And
man.
they got free week.
We take care of our guests here at the lot, you know?
Yeah,
We want y'all to be welcome, bro. So man, like, tell the people a little bit about what y'all do, man. Like, get them a little background on what y'all do.
Y'all going crazy out here for one. Jeremy got what? Like, we have what you say? Not one, not two, not three, not four, not five, but 6 trucks.
Yeah,
Six. Man, bro, tell them, like, go ahead, my fault. I'm telling you a story and shit. My fault.
Yeah, man. So, I'm in the trucking business. And, man, I actually got in it because of my old man, shout out to Pops, man. He been in it 20 years. So, he put me on game. Got me to, go get my CDLs. Once I got that, we linked up. And sure, we ain't never looked back. It's been on from there. And then, shout out to, my boy Josh. Our boy Josh Williams. In the game too.
Yeah.
So, they, been doing that, man, for the past few years. So, going on, 5 years now?
5 years.
Starting in 2018. I actually got my license in 2019. So, I actually only been driving for, 4 years. Just made 4 years, actually.
So I had a question for you. What made you make the jump from like being a driver to actually being a driver owner, like a owner operator type?
Actually,
your own business.
Yeah. So I actually came in the game as an owner first, actually.
Okay.
Because like I said, my old man, he was in the game 20 years, so he put me on and stuff
Way before.
before. So we came in the game on some high, man. We finna start this business. Started the business, got incorporated, LLC, and all that. Started the got our authority, trucks, then start partnering up with people and stuff. So, man, it's been going on from there. So, really, I didn't have the traditional route of going to school, going to work for somebody, and then getting my own stuff. I actually came in the game with my own. So, you know what I'm saying? So, because the game that my old man put me on.
All right. Well, shit. That sounds pretty dope, though, because the fact that y'all got y'all basically been in business 5 years, but y'all damn near got a truck every year that y'all been in business, plus more. So,
it's
and then so tell me, like, starting off as with this business, even though this can definitely be $1 million business, depending on how you run it, but in those first couple of years, was the profit what you was expecting it to be?
So with any business, first couple of years, you're not gonna see a profit for real. You just all you really doing is putting it back into the business to keep it afloat, and then once you get your wheels turned, get all the kinks and stuff out, then you start to turn a profit.
Yeah.
But for the most part, the first couple of years, you for sure just
You're really trying to break it even.
Exactly. You know what I'm saying? Just stay afloat. And that's where like most people, like the first 5 years or 4 years for sure, like they after 4 they kind of struggle or fall off because it's like, all right, you've been doing this for so long. It's damn near like it's a glorified job almost.
Yeah.
So you got all the overhead, you making just as much money as somebody working a regular job. But you got to be able to, you know what I'm saying, have that persistence, that drive, and that determination to keep it going and be like, nah, it's the bigger picture. Where once you get over that hump, now it's like, man, now I get it. Like, man, the sacrifices were worth it.
I was just thinking, like, so what gives you that drive to even want to stay pushing, knowing you're not getting the profit that you want to see, but instead you still fighting, you still pushing in order to get to that point. What gives you that motivation?
Well, what gives me that motivation? One, I'm a competitor in me, first off. So that's just, man, you know, just bred it in me. And then two, is just always staying focused on the bigger picture. Because it can be, you know, you can get distracted and get focused on what's happening right now, but you got to be able to be present in the near future and the distant future as well. Because what you set up and do today sets up for that. So if I keep putting these blocks together and doing what I need to do now, I look back, I'm way further than where I was. So just keep staying focused on that and then keep going. And then, you know, you gotta welcome the adversity. You know what I'm saying? Because anything that's worth having, you're gonna go through some adversity. Because if it's easy, everybody be doing it.
Yeah.
Right.
You know what I'm saying? So that's what makes the difference between people who are successful or not successful. People who are able to come up, have come over adversity. You know what I'm saying? Because it ain't gonna be pieces of cream. Like, man, I got a lot of stories about, you know.
You gotta go through the ugly stage.
Man, the ugly stage it ain't pretty. But everybody look at the finished product and be like, man, I want that. But you don't know what I had to go through to get that. You know what I'm saying?
Trenches to get here.
Man, I'm talking about like.
So do you like by you having your own business, owner operator, do you enjoy getting up going to work when you know you're going to do it for yourself?
Yeah, so what drives me, what's my main goal? My main focus is to be able to free up my time. So I'm doing it to have that freedom for time, like, cause money, everybody gonna get some money. Like, that's not hard. The hard part is that time, because you know we all growing up, we all got kids, you know, but it's still that time though. You know what I'm saying? That's what's the most valuable thing. So me, everything that I do, I try to make it to where how can I get as much done as possible in a short amount of time to where it frees it so I can go do other stuff. You see what I'm saying? So like, instead of me going to go work for my money, having the money go work for me. You know what I'm saying? Instead of trading my time for money. You know what I'm saying? So that's what's really driving me, is like, man, doing that. So everything I'm doing is freeing up time for me to do whatever it is I want to do. Let's be with my kids, leisure stuff, whatever. You know what I'm saying? So that way we're spending most of our time going to get some money, because you got to think about it. So in trucking, for example, we get 14 hours of drive of work time, basically. So 11 hours driving, 14-hour shift. It's only 24 hours in a day. You get a 10-hour reset. So say you on the clock 14 hours. All right, however many hours you got left? 10. You got to sleep. They say we're supposed to get 8 hours of sleep. You only left for 2 hours for leisure time, whatever.
And you got children.
And then you got to think, okay, all right, within them 2 hours, I got to get to the crib, wherever I'm driving from. Parking the truck, say it's 30 minutes to get from where I park the truck to the crib. I'm steady getting chops. I got to eat.
That's
gotta make sure,
right,
you know what I'm saying? I gotta make sure the kids straight, whatever, do what I need to do for the crib. Then I gotta get ready, go to sleep, and get back and do it again. Now it's in a forever cycle. You look up, years done went past because it's going by like that. So I'm like, nah, I want to take control of that, invest in stuff, do stuff where I can maximize my time. It's more precision with it. You know what I'm saying? Instead of like shooting and aiming at it ain't no target, I want to be precise with it, like have a laser focus, get a beam on that joint. You know what I'm saying? And aim like that. So that way, I'm not wasting time. Because if you wasting so much time trying to build this stuff, like it's
You ain't gonna get nowhere.
you ain't gonna get nowhere. You know what I'm saying? So it's like, and then too, what I've noticed and what I've learned is it takes collaboration, man. Team, like everybody, like our community. Where we go wrong, where I feel like we go wrong is we feel like, oh, I gotta do it. Me. No, man, it's a team thing. And then we come from the advantage that all us in this room got. We play the ultimate team sport, football.
Nice.
You know what I'm saying? So it's like, Joe, we know it take a team. Yeah, you might be cold. You might be the coldest linebacker. You might be the coldest lineman. I may be the coldest safety. You may be the coldest D-line, O-line. You may be the coldest receiver, whatever. But he still need the quarterback to throw him the ball.
Right.
I still on defense. I need my front seven to, you know what I'm saying, to do what they need to do so I can do what I can do. Do my 111. If all it takes is one person not to do their 111, and that's how stuff go haywire. Whereas it could be either six, going either way.
Mm-hmm.
You know what I'm saying? So that's why I'm like, all right, taking that, the skills and stuff that we learn from sports and incorporating in life, which is why people like us, we have more success in life because it's like we understand one adversity. We all deal with that because it's like, man, we done been in practice where we like, man, practice
having the worst day ever.
Man, or you know what I'm saying, or a game you down, like, man, you have to come back and win. Like, man, what? It ain't nothing but life. So I look at life, it's like once I graduated from college, it was in the real world, I'm like, key, this kind of easy because what I was just doing, that was hard. You know what I'm saying? Like that was hard. You know, the physical demand, the mental demand, like
prepared, bro.
Man, what? So you come here and be like, all I gotta do is this, and that's all right, man.
Gonna take off, fuck it.
Man, and which is why my trajectory has been what it was, and whatever it is that I go through, it'd be like people will see like dang, you know, how the hell? Because this ain't nothing compared to what, man, putting them
what I was going through,
man. Like when we was in high school, you running up 21-10s that one practice, man. 31-10, like, man, what?
It was so many, we stopped counting after 22. Like,
you know what I'm saying? So that's
niggas just like, fuck it, he ain't gonna never stop. We gonna keep running.
Must walk away, throw up, come back, still have to keep running.
On the real, because it's like, all right, what you ain't no getting away from it. What we learned that was like, ain't no getting away from it.
You're not getting away from it.
You ain't getting away from it. So you gotta face it. Like, ain't no running. You can run, all right, you can run all you want to. It's still gonna be right there. When you ready, come on, let me holler at you, Joe. I got something waiting for you.
Right.
But we, you know what I'm saying, we grew up how we gotta face it. Ain't no
road way.
We grew up different. You know what I'm saying?
I say that a lot. So Glove, man, like telling people what it is you do, bro.
So basically, I'm a traveling barber. I created my own lane. A little backstory: I did go to college. I played football, and 6 weeks before I was supposed to graduate, like I'm on the list and everything. We got my cap and gown and everything. I get into a little trouble with one of my teammates off campus. I catch a little case, and I got kicked out of college like 6 weeks before graduation. And the way that God works is like He's gonna always put you where you're supposed to be, even if that ain't your plan or goal. So, man, He put me in a barbershop, bro. He put me in a position for somebody to see my work, and they offered me an opportunity, and I've been cutting hair ever since.
How long you been cutting hair now?
Well, I actually started years before that in college when I first got to college. So I've been cutting hair for about 12 years.
Okay.
Yeah, self-taught, YouTube University. Shout out to anybody who is figuring it out using YouTube because it's free knowledge, man. Go get it.
I ain't gonna lie, I learned off YouTube at first too. If I went to barber school,
Yeah.
I ain't gonna lie.
YouTube University is real. It's
Yeah,
real.
that shit's real.
Hey,
on top of that, they got the NFL Sunday ticket.
I just seen it, man. I'm like,
YouTube TV got the NFL Sunday
yeah.
ticket.
You get every market now.
Yeah, man.
Like, so you can watch any game, West Coast, East Coast, down south.
That's
Don't matter. I'm like, oh yeah. See, I'm like, might get my little friend, right? I be like, man, I be tired of seeing just the
Hey, so like y'all been doing a lot of work together. Y'all been collabing on a lot of community work. Like I've been seeing that y'all been giving the kids free cuts and stuff like that.
What got y'all?
Yeah, what happened with that? Like tell me more.
Honestly, bro, when we started playing ball, like, well, I transferred my senior year to play ball with y'all, as I know, but you may not know. I transferred my senior year to play ball with them, and that's when we really got jammed. And just even from then, like when we would talk about what we wanted to do in the future, we was always like, man, we gonna give back. We gonna be in position to do this. We gonna be in position to give kids these things that we want, and we gotta work for it. Like we can't just have given to us. And so really just standing on that word, growing into the men who are in position to be able to do what we said we wanted to do, and just sticking to that.
That's a lot.
Yeah.
Yeah. So like you said, like, man, since we've been talking about that since high school, like I always wanted to get back and like, man, reach back like how we all played as far as like how the coaches gave back to us, Coach Avery, Coach Ty, you know what I'm saying, Coach West and all them guys. They gave back to us because now we grown now. We can look back and be like, man,
I need to be doing the same thing.
Man, yeah, they did that. They sacrificed their time and like they weren't getting paid. They weren't getting paid for that, but they helped molded us into the people that we is today. Like, to the point where like literally like I got reference points where I can be like, man, I remember Coach told us this. Keep pushing. You know what I'm saying? Like it's crazy. Like
that got you through so many battles through them days. I know a lot of shit. Like, like you said earlier, this was hard. Like going through this and the practices and that suffering you had to go through, it's way harder than a lot of shit that happened. Several Coach Hover speeches, whether it was on the field or it was in gym class.
Yeah.
Gym class.
Forever giving games.
Gym class, he was so wicked.
I'm talking about that part that was over 10 years ago, and I still remember to this day.
You hear his voice in your head.
In your head.
Nah, for real. Hey, fight through it. Fight through it.
Come on, dog.
Dog.
In high school, you was the man's home.
Oh, man. That's the notorious one right there, man. Nah, yeah, definitely. But, yeah, just giving back, man. Like, because we understand, like, man, life happens. People ain't fortunate enough to have the stuff that we have. Yeah. So it's always a plus to be able to reach back and give to those who, less fortunate. Or even if they ain't less fortunate, just to be able to get that leg up. You know what I'm saying?
What was y'all childhood like? What about you? What was your childhood like?
Man, I'm gonna be 100% honest with you, bro. I had a boy's childhood, bro. Like, we climbed trees, we jumped from garage to garage. We woke up at 8, 9 in the morning, was outside until the street lights came on. Like, we was riding bikes, taking bikes. I'm talking about slap boxing, like throwing rocks, BB gun wars, like fishing. Like, I had a real good childhood. It wasn't the typical 2-parent household. Shout out to my grandma, shout out to Vern, shout out to my auntie Jackie. They really, did their thing with the boy. You know what I'm saying? I got a twin and an older sister. And they raised us, bro, on love. We was, I sin a little bit, but we was raised in the Baptist church. You know what I'm saying? Shout out to Christian Unity Missionary Baptist Church, 23rd in Washington. Went from washing souls to washing clothes, baby. You know what I'm saying? And man, my dad was a state champion wrestler, so I always knew I wanted to wrestle, which I'm fortunate to have did that. Grew up, my main sport was really football. Man. I was a kid, bro. We Like, not right now. No disrespect, but
man, this generation different, man.
I had a good childhood. A really great childhood.
All right.
Yeah, me, I grew up pretty decent. With both, was single parent household, but I stayed with my mom and I stayed with my dad sometimes. So.
Okay.
But like you said, had a normal childhood, like going outside, kicking it. You know, it's like he said, he going stealing bikes and stuff. Like, I had a story about that, man. Like, man, I remember one time, I think we was in high school.
Damn, we stole some money back in high school.
But it was like 8th grade, freshman year type.
Okay.
Man, we right here is me, Boo Man, Michaela. Was you with us?
I don't know. You gotta explain it.
So it was us. I know me and Michaela, we was on. I was riding a bike, and either Michaela was on the pigs, and we had just cuffed this bike, Joe. I think it was probably from Eisenhower or something. We on whoop like St. Charles. Why the shorty mama who bike it was pull up on this show?
Y'all ass real.
Man, why we bailed a bootleg crib, put the joint in the garage, somehow we bailed down the Rockies right there on St. Charles. Man, I'm talking about spook police, man. Man, we in Rockies for like 4-5 hours, Joe. We like spooking. Then they carry the bootleg in the crib, like, Joe, man, we know we say, I'm like, man. I'm talking about
y'all ass gonna get locked up for
man. Well,
Mike, a lot of shit is kids,
I'm like, I'll never forget that, Joe. Like,
it's just like, damn, bro, we just really stole these motherfucking bikes and go flip that
man, Joe. Cause Bootman Crew used to be the chop shop and all type of stuff, Joe. Man, take them off, man. We used to see
chop shop type shit.
Nah, for real.
Hey, but on the flip side, bro, just being 100%
nah,
transparent, bro. Like, it was tough too, though. You know, it wasn't always, you know, get what you want. It was more like get what you need. You know what I'm saying? And eventually we can get what you want, but that really is still like the hard work ethic in us.
Yeah. Now, I can say for me though, low key, I was low key kind of. I was like a little spoiled. You know what I'm saying? Like I ain't really had the. Like I had a car. I had a car before I was able to drive. You know what I'm saying? I had the Camaro legs. So I low key.
I transferred, bro. Honestly, bro, they pulled up to my crib, bro, in the drop top Camaro. It was like, you want to go to Buffalo Wild Wings? I'm like, I ain't got no money. They like, money? You coming or not? I'm like, this your car? He like, yeah. Like, your mama car? He like, no, it's mine. I'm like, I'll come.
Yes, I had multiple cars, so I lucky he was kind of spoiled.
I remember that.
But like spoiled, but not like, spoiled compared to like Project Babies. Like I'm spoiled compared to them. Huh?
Yeah.
Well, it wasn't like the white people spoiled. You know what I'm saying? Like them, when I went to transfer, I had transferred, went to Wheatmoreville South. I'm thinking I'm doing something in Camaro. Benz, BMW, all time. Whoa. I'm talking about, it's different level types. But I'm like, yeah. But like for the hood, I definitely was spoiled.
I was spoiled, but like at the same token, I had to work for a lot of shit.
Nah, for real.
Like I can ask for it, and then like I gotta earn it though. I get it, but I gotta earn it. Like so, I have to like make sure my grades be on point or some shit. Like even though she owed me about my grades, but I gotta get A's this quarter type shit. And then I get what I want for Christmas. I know I'm getting that shit.
Yeah, like, with me, I ain't want for nothing. I ain't never asked for nothing because I ain't have to because they already was Joe. So I'm like, shit. All right, cool. But I just always had the work ethic though, like. Man, I'm gonna go get it. Like, yeah, that's cool, man. I appreciate it, but I'm gonna get it myself too. You know what I'm saying? But they definitely was like both of them. Since
he said that, do y'all feel like people get intimidated by y'all when y'all talk like that?
Yeah, absolutely, all the time.
Did that ever happen when you be like, man, like, yeah, it's cool that you can do that, but I'll go do that shit myself? And, like,
Yeah.
they think like they take offense to it when y'all say that?
Yeah,
it happens to me a lot, but I be wondering, like, wondering.
It don't be nothing personal. It's just be me. Like I ain't the type to say I'm gonna have to depend on somebody else to do something. I wanna be able to do it myself.
That's being a man.
Yeah, that's what I'm saying. Like that's a manly thing. Like, bro, I can go get up and do this shit myself.
Yeah, I always been like this. Is a shorty though. Like it's like, yeah, I take the help. I'm the type of person. Help. I'm gonna take advantage of it, but I can do it myself. But I ain't gonna deliberately take the hard way when I don't have to. Hell no. But I know if I have to, I'm gonna get it done. Like it is what it is.
Not complain while doing it.
Yeah, I ain't complaining about doing it.
You gotta, above all things, you have to handle the business. And sometimes, life throw these curves and things, and it's hard. And you gotta rob Peter to pay Paul, or you gotta go it out, or you gotta, even go into a little bit of debt, bro. Just sacrifice, bro. But it's like always trusting yourself and think about the bigger picture, bro.
So that's not checker.
Did y'all say that y'all was raised off of
okay.
I was just thinking about the damn phone too. Go ahead, press speak.
Hit the speaker. Bottom right.
Hey, ain't gonna lie, I was not expecting that.
Yo, what's the line? Who we got on the line? Appreciate the call.
So Bird and Jim, y'all just watch the call, y'all ain't answer the phone.
What'd you say? you that's right, yeah. What up, boy?
Boy, I need my haircut, girl.
Look.
Hey, I got you, my boy. I got you.
I called your ass earlier, boy.
Man, he was already late. He was cutting
That's
up.
part. You just called my phone.
He said, I just called both of y'all.
That's it. You just called.
What you on, man?
I got you first thing in the morning, bro.
I ain't know y'all was doing that shit today.
Yeah.
What you on? Pull up, man.
Man, this is my bedtime hour.
Man, get your ass up.
This is my bedtime.
So you fresh off work, bro.
Yeah, I feel you guys.
Hey, when y'all do that kids cut shit? I mean, what's it called?
We're doing what?
What's it called? Shit with Jeremy and Glove.
That's today.
Like you literally in a shot interview right now.
You live right now.
Like I damn near thought this was staged, but the fact that I ain't gonna lie. You got like impeccable timing.
Oh shit! Oh, my mom, this shit say Friday, April 28th. Today
Hey, that's how it be. You doing those 14 hours in that truck, Joe.
Oh my mom, I'm in the way like a motherfucker.
I'm like, man, they got nigga calling this shit. They didn't put some thought. Hey, you goated though, for sure. I got you though, bro. I'll be there tomorrow.
Alright, I'll be there, Joe.
Right.
Y'all be cool, man. Keep doing that shit.
Alright, come on,
I already know, Joe.
Love, bro.
I love.
Yeah. I'm like, yo.
That's how I be, Joe. Like, I do.
Hey, what's the number? Y'all can call in.
I put it in the comment. Call in.
Hey, hit the line.
401-5386. Call the line hotline.
If y'all got any questions for them, definitely call in, ask them away for sure. Hey, y'all seen that tweet about eating kneecaps?
What? Cheers, what? That one threw me off. Bro. So,
bro,
all right, go ahead.
The back of the fucking knees, right up in here.
Oh, girl, y'all ever like,
hey,
that motherfucker, like,
hey,
you talking about on some freaky shit?
Yeah.
This boy is fucking Jeffrey.
Eating meat. I'm thinking you talking like an animal.
Hell no, I'm talking about
this is a wild punch. I ain't gonna lie, I'm a pretty disgusting nigga, Joe. If you one of my aunties on here, I love y'all, but this is candy. I'm a disgusting guy. Like, I'm right with you, every nook and cranny, bro. Like,
so you did that shit before? What
it's just the back of that, man. Give your lady.
He said it's just
the back of the
nigga said,
like, what would make you
talking
think
about? Like,
he sent me a TikTok. The girl said she was into it.
Watch how
she was like, eat my kneecaps out.
No,
Watch
I'm saying, like,
how
how do you even think about, like, man, Jones?
Bro, you gotta turn her ass over.
Bro, but that
So you gotta turn that ass over on some
massage.
massage type shit. Or whatever, then
Back
so
at the
you just gotta let the tongue go.
You feel? You screaming at the crib practicing this shit. Joe.
Hey,
She going crazy. What
I'm saying,
the
so
Do you lick the kneecap first or the ass first?
Like I said, I'm a nasty nigga.
Slot to his ass.
I'm a nasty nigga. So whichever one come first, get on the angle I go.
Whichever one come first.
If I'm coming from the head down, then I'm gonna do the ass first.
Bro, I got you.
That's your shit.
Nigga,
That's your shit.
oh
Come on,
shit.
man.
Damn, who the fuck got on me?
Somebody asked, what Walmart situation? Somebody asked what y'all think about the Walmart situation.
Walmart
You talking about the Walmart's closing down?
Oh yeah,
Walmart
they is
closing
closing down. They closed down a lot of Chicago Walmarts too.
Yeah.
That's because you niggas keep stealing.
Yeah.
Stop stealing.
Shit.
Damn. Nah. Well, I mean, y'all do be stealing, but still, it's like, yeah, you just gotta stop stealing.
Nah, it's deep in this.
No,
It's more so.
They said they said it's mainly because they have a theft problem, but a lot of shit closed down though. Google laying off motherfuckers, Amazon laying off.
I think
Bro, and
Bed
that motherfucker-
Bath and Beyond. No, is it Bed Bath and Beyond? Yeah, Bath and Body. No, Bed Bath and Beyond or Bath and Body Works. Whichever one. They just filed for bankruptcy.
Yeah.
They closing every store.
Candles
Every
should be
store?
$4.
Every store.
They like everything going away.
Yeah.
Hey, but you know why that is?
Disney laid off people.
It's because don't nobody go nowhere. Everybody want to work from home. Everybody want to Uber Eats. Everybody want to have their groceries fucking door dashed. Like, if you don't go out and interact in the world, there's not going to be employment for people to entertain you, to serve you, to be there for you. So, like, I mean, it's the every action has the opposite reaction. This is just the reaction to fucking being a recluse. Like,
but
simple as that.
I think it's more. It's some of that may pay a little factor, but really, what the core is, really what it is the economy. You know what I'm saying? What happened? We went through a global pandemic where the world shut down for a year and a half.
Yeah.
So, all right, production stopped. Then, all right, the demand kept going. So then it was a high demand. So then now it's mass production. But then within that too, we got the US dollar getting flooded. So now all this money is getting pumped into the economy.
I think this
now
is
they
all
spend.
agenda, bro.
It definitely is. It's all part of the bigger plan.
But I think now though, like with what's going on now in the world, it's low key biting us in the ass though, bro.
That's what I'm getting to.
If people ain't paying attention, like all the countries right now, other countries
coming up with another currency.
They coming up with another. They using the Chinese yen now, so they trying to get rid of the US dollar at a time when our shit is low. Like it's already not doing that good.
Right, that's the best time to do it.
And now they just trying to hit us across the head. But Biden being over fucking nice, donating all this money to fucking Ukraine. I get it. You funding a war, but it's like we're tweaking, bro. It's hurting.
But this is the thing. So yeah, you can do that, but it's like, all right, if I give you $1 billion, but it ain't worth it, that's like me giving you $1 billion in pesos. The fuck what can you do with pesos here? Nothing. That's what it's gonna turn into as far as the US dollar, as far as everywhere. Because right now the dollar is the power. But once that shift, now it's Joe, it's only good here. Like you go somewhere else, but then that affects the global trade as well, though. You know what I'm saying? So that's what's really happening while all these stores and stuff is closing down, because it's like, all right, we shut down for a year and a half. Then you flood the streets with all this money. People at home, people don't want to go back to work. All right, you run out of money to bail these companies out. The money that you did give them, that was just to stay afloat through this. Now it's like, all right, we can't get the production back up or the consumer to start spending their money now because everything inflation. So the dollar ain't worth it. So what you used to, like how we used to go to the stores, a shorty, $1, man, we getting all type of stuff.
Bro.
Now,
chips,
one bag of chips, $1.50, $1.25.
You can't even afford a bag of chips.
You know what I'm saying? So that's what's really happening. Why all these, you know what I'm saying? Some of these companies is going under because it's like you was just low key like flying by. Like it's a lot of companies. You'll be surprised it's just skating by their teeth. And then once you see like they close like bed, it's either Bath and Body Works or Bed Bath or whatever it is, closing literally every store. When I read that the other day, I was like, damn. Like that's tough. Like, cause then you gotta think, all right, what else? You say Walmart closing locations. That's really why it's really closing down. Cause it's like, all right, we got all these Walmarts. You start cutting back on stuff. So what the pandemic did for business owners and stuff like that is they started to realize like, all right, Joe, we spending all this money over here, man. We can cut that department to save their money. You know what I'm saying? To keep them afloat. So it's like, all right, we got all these locations. Man, we don't need a Walmart in Northlake and fucking Forest Park and then out west. That's within a 5-10 mile radius. Man, we can shut that down, bring the money to this Walmart, and now you know what I'm saying. We can instead of that's getting rid of expenses and overhead. So that's why I feel like that's what's really going on. You know what I'm saying? Cutting the costs. So by being a business owner, I know how that can go.
So I got a question for y'all. What's the goal like with giving back? Like what's y'all ultimate goal with what y'all doing as far as like y'all community work or anything y'all got coming up with y'all community work?
The goal is not to be cliche, but I guess to make a difference, bro. Like, we got the mindset that it take a community, bro, to raise a child. So we not just, it's not about the don't get me wrong, like it genuinely makes me happy when I cut a kid hair and he like, yeah. And just to know like I'm not getting nothing from that except for the emotional like boost,
the social
like,
currency.
The social currency, bro. Like that's what we do it for, the social currency, bro. To let people know that it's people out here, to let like our community and I guess the world now via y'all podcast know that it's still men out here that want the community, our community to thrive, bro. And we willing to do whatever it take, like, because money don't mean nothing to us. It's a tool.
Oh, especially to a shorty.
Yeah.
You know what I'm saying? Like I said, I brought back, like, we all play Spartans and sport AAU and all that. Them coaches, they ain't getting paid to do that. They did it for free. And then we had our mom and pops, but they was like pops too. You know what I'm saying? Like, Joe, they super pivotal in our life.
Role models.
Man, you know what I'm saying? Role models. So that's how we try to, paying it forward. Doing the same thing.
I just seen one of my coaches from high school that coached me for AAU today, yesterday. I just saw him yesterday, but it just like, and we picked up like right where we left off. He coached me, bro. Like,
you ushered me from being a shorty to a young adult. You know what I'm saying? Like,
man, Coach Holder, my mom was in the hospital at the same time. His mom was in the hospital, and we both was going through something at the time, and we both walked out to the parking lot. We just happened to see each other. And just had a long ass conversation. When I tell you, the man made me feel 10 times better. I'm like, we run into my high school coach. Man, parking lot when I'm going through some shit, and one of the men in my life growing up that made a positive impact on me, did it again, at a time that I was going through some shit, man. That made a hell of a difference. I'm telling you.
No, for real, like, man, he poured into us, Joe. For real. Yeah. He didn't have to. Like, all the stuff he did for me, he didn't have to do that. Like, man, it's like you said, lifelong lessons we done learn from Coach.
And at first, like when you're going through it, you be like, damn, like he always yelling at me. You know,
I was one of those shorties, like, I'm super observant and like in the moment, like understanding why he doing it.
Yeah,
why, like, Joe, is he saying that for real? He ain't just saying this to be talking at his ass. You know what I'm saying? Like, I ain't like I take that serious. Like what I'm saying. You know, so most people, oh, it's funny. Like, yeah, it was funny. Some stuff was funny, but
Really
I'm like, nah, he giving game. You know what I'm saying? And that's something like, cause I had my pops and all that, so he get still to this day give me $1 million worth of game. You know what I'm saying? Like, he ain't even a price you can put on it. So the fact, like, he always did that to me, I gotta do that for other people. You know what I'm saying? Because that's how I'm in the position that I am. You know what I'm saying? Like, I then like skip steps because I got somebody who, you know what I'm saying, poured into me. So hell yeah, I want to do that for the next generation. Like, man, I want you to be able to be where I'm at 10, 15 years before me. You know what I'm saying?
Right here in front of
the blueprint. It's all about the blueprint. So if I can give you the blueprint at an early age, I mean, you can kill a game.
That's like my little brother. Like all my mistakes I made in high school, I told my little brother, like, don't make these mistakes, bro.
No,
this how you go about it.
Mm-hmm.
Like my little brother I gave him them steps to like skip that. Don't skip over this.
Yeah, it ain't worth it, bro. It ain't worth it. I've been there, done that.
Some more money.
Yeah, nah, for real. That's
don't
one
go
thing.
this route. Save your bread and go do something for yourself. Work for yourself. Don't work for nobody else.
Yeah, because that's definitely something my old man always, he said, Joe, enjoy being a kid.
Yeah.
I was one of them kids, I wasn't thirsty to grow up and be up. Nah, I'm finna enjoy this because my man said, Joe, enjoy this. You gonna be a kid, what? You gonna be growing the rest of your life, Joe.
Once you get to that age, you like, damn, I really ain't no kid no more. I can't go to nobody else no help for me.
Man, you know what I'm saying? So I enjoyed it, like not having no bills, none of that. So I could look back and be like, man, shoot, I enjoyed mine. It wasn't like, man, mine was ooh. Nah, I enjoyed my time as a short.
I remember my shit from youngin' to through high school, like all that shit was fun.
Nah, for real. I had a ball.
Like high school was probably some of the most fun I had. Like
high school. High school was super fun to the point where when I got to college, it was just straight business. Like I really ain't.
I'm here to focus.
Yeah, you know what I'm saying? Like I get to live here and there, but I was really on straight business.
Nah, I first got on some bullshit. Man, we was in Champagne together.
I already know.
We had a ball down there.
Man, I was downtown Chicago, so I was. But I was on some like, man, practice, go home, go to sleep, or school, take care of that, and go sleep. I really wasn't even kicking like that until.
Yeah, hey. Today, let me get this.
I always had that discipline.
Yeah, life gotta punch you sometimes in order for you to get discipline because
you gotta go through this.
You gotta be battle tested. You know what I'm saying?
Mm-hmm.
If you're not battle tested in life, then you know, like whoever just wake up and be like, I have to be disciplined today. You know, you have to face certain obstacles in order to.
It depends on each individual.
Stick to your, you know what I'm saying, what you know.
For me, I was
what
hard
you said you was gonna do.
I was definitely hard here. My mom used to tell me all the time, like, nah, don't do this, don't do this, don't do this, so you can get here. Shit, I still ain't listen. And I had to go through it myself. Like, I had to get that personal experience just for me to really understand, like, damn, yeah, I really should have listened.
I see. Yeah. See, it's different for me. I was always taught, man, look, the best learning and the best way to learn, vicariously. You know what I'm saying? Like, I can sit and watch you go through that and be like, I ain't finna do that.
Mm-hmm.
You know what I'm saying? And that's how my old man taught me. He's like, nah, man, I'm gonna reveal everything to you so you ain't gotta go through this. So you see everything. So if you go and do that, then that's your fault. You just cost yourself X amount of time for that. And I done told you. That's like going back giving the game. Like man, shorty, I done gave you the leg. Why you ain't?
Yeah, straight up.
You know what I'm saying? So that's how, like, for the most part, for me, most of my life, it was, I see that. Yeah, I ain't doing that. I'm cool. I need to do this. I always was militant all the time. Like, I don't know, just
bro. A lot of kids now today, they ain't observant.
Yeah.
Like, our generation, we paid attention to shit. Like, so if somebody said something, if we watch actions, we watch the room.
Nah,
you feel me? Kids now, they we'll be doing something in the room, that shit go over their head. Right over their head. Like, what you say?
Yeah, nah, but that's I don't know, that's just how my people's is like my pops and all them that side, we just super militant. Any robbers you'll know, like, nah, they most of them don't drink, don't smoke, none of that. Always on your squad, you know what I'm saying? Watching, paying attention to what's going on. Cause sauce and the sauce.
Man.
You know what I'm saying? It can go over your head. You be like, man, nah, because you ain't paying attention. So that's how I always was. That's why I've been disciplined like all my whole life. So it's just second nature.
I want both of y'all to give us a high point of the work that you do every day, like one of the highest points that made you feel good, and then give us one of the low points that didn't make you feel as good, but what you did to overcome
it. I would say something a high point that made you feel good.
Yeah, something you did in the business while you've been working on your own. Like what
it gotta be business.
It could have brought you joy, yeah. Or like
so business, I would say, I don't know, because I'm so like I'm always on to the next down. So we always was embedded. You can't celebrate too much because it's on to the next down. Because it's like,
what about when you doing hires for drivers? Like, what is that process like? Because I mean, like, you provide an opportunity for somebody, so that could be like a high point for you. But
but that's more something like.
What would you say, like getting home at a good time, like you look forward to that?
Yeah, I would say my high be like being able to provide for my kids. That's a high point.
Okay.
That'll be high. But be able to I can go out and get more than the average person. Sorry, like probably that made the average person salary what they make in a year, sometimes in a week, type stuff. Like that's a high. But then I'm such a like forward process dude. That's that. I need the next thing. I'm always on to the next thing. Thing. Even if it's something low, like something low, I'm like, I'll take an L. All right, that's over with. Like on to the next down. Like football is always gonna be an analogy for me because it's always on the next down. Because like, I could have forced a fumble on first down, whatever, but they got it back. Like I forced a fumble, we get the ball, offense don't pick. Yeah, we all high riled up, we feeling, but then we go turn the ball over ourselves. Now we back down. You see what I'm saying? So that's why I'm always, next down. You can't get too high, can't get too low. Okay. You gotta always try to stay in the middle. So I don't really get too high and I don't really get too low. I try to stay in between in the middle.
I'll say a high for me, bro, is the emotion that to see somebody who was uncertain about how they was feeling, how they was looking, look in the mirror and be like, man.
I always say you look good, you feel good.
I got a new client today. Shout out to y'all from Boston. Lady brought her grandson in, and I gave him his first ever fade, bro. Scissor cut the top, gelled it, styled it real nice. And he was like, oh, man, this is a fade. Like, he looking at his phone in the mirror like, I got a fade.
Like, I'm finna go kill him, man.
You know what I'm saying? And, to see his grandmother just light up and she tipped well, too. That's another highlight. Like, being an entrepreneur, you are compensated for your efforts. So to be compensated for making somebody feel like that is the ultimate high, bro. And a low, I would say, is probably a common low for any entrepreneur, bro, that work in the service-based industry. Not even that, bro, because I prepare for that. I understand the statistics. It's called a reversion to the mean. You'll never be here. You'll never be there all the time. You always go.
Fluctuate.
You know what I'm saying? But a low for me is dealing with bad clients, bro.
Oh, yeah.
Like inconsiderate people. People who don't value their time and definitely don't value your time. You know what I'm saying? Like that's probably the number one thing that I don't like that I would consider a low. But what always gets me past that is standing on good business as best as I can. You know what I'm saying? I'm not the best, bro, but if I say I'm gonna do something, I'm trying my best to do it. When I said I was gonna do it and how I said I was gonna do it. And I also combat that by giving, bro. Like, and before I let somebody ruin my day, bro, I get them something. All right, now we done. You feel me? Like, go ahead, and I don't have to deal with you further. But yeah.
Do y'all listen to motivational speaking?
Oh, yeah.
What's y'all favorite?
Eric Thomas.
Eric Thomas.
Eric Thomas.
Y'all fuck with Iggy Johnson?
Yeah, I the whole tree. The whole tree.
Okay.
Yeah,
I like
David Goggins. Y'all fuck with him?
Yeah. What's his name?
David Goggins, the military dude.
Is that the light skinned dude?
The Navy SEAL.
Yeah. No, I meant Yo, he
cold too though.
He cold.
Look, you can't hurt me. That shit.
That's
fuck out me.
So that's why like we can relate to.
You can't hurt me.
Yeah. Right there.
You read it already?
Yeah, I read it.
Man, let me read it.
All the way. You want?
Yeah.
Every day.
No,
for sure. I'll give you a book too.
Yeah, bet. I'm with it.
Yeah, so without gonna touch down, that's what I like. Like, so
I'm like CC Fletcher too, bro.
Fletcher. Yeah. Grow.
I find that shit to the mind, bro.
Yeah. Like for real, like that type of stuff. I love that reading.
I'm definitely all about self-care books, financial books.
Yeah.
All that shit, bro.
All for sure. Yeah, all that, man.
I got The Alchemist. And,
The Alchemist.
And then
you gotta read The Psychology of Money, bro.
Yeah.
And then I got Relentless.
Bro. I was in the train station, bro, and I literally just finished the book. And nigga, I swear to God, nigga, if you're watching this, wherever you are, please read the book. But he was just like, "What's that, bro?" And I'm like, "Here, bro, read that, ingest that." So,
no, for real.
That's why I'm like, bro, when I see somebody finish the book, I need it, bro, and I give you a book like this, how we gonna build. But
I like that. I like that concept too.
Yeah.
No, for real. That's what I do. Like I'm gonna start sending y'all the audiobooks I got. Like I got a decent library. Like
y'all, you do audiobook?
Yeah, because when I'm on the road, I can listen to it. Be like, listen to it.
And that's what I do. A lot of my listeners to like the podcast or motivation.
In the car on the way or something.
I listen at work.
Like I notice I'm more receptive. Like early morning hours. Like I really
retain that shit. Right?
Yeah, retain it. Because like during the day, like then once the commotion, all that stuff happens, now it's like
they say when you like wake up is like the best time to learn shit.
Yeah, no, for real.
To do anything,
for real.
To work out.
Yeah, they say the best time to do shit.
And that's how hell yeah. From I go back to football again, 6 a.m. workouts and all that stuff. You know what I'm saying? Early morning. We used to be early morning out here. Man,
2 a day. Motherfucking up, bro.
Man,
bro.
We put the most work in though.
Yeah.
But that's when I listen to my books when I'm on the road. When I first get up. And man, like it's a lot of books. One book that I really like that I read recently is it's called The Law of Divine Compensation by who is this? Marianne Williamson.
The Law of Divine Compensation.
Compensation. That's a good book, man. Like it's all about, basically the psychology of money, how stuff work. You know what I'm saying? Like a lot of this stuff in life is all about your mentality. You know what I'm saying? So if you got the right mentality, you can do whatever. Like, back in the day when they were short, it's like, man, whatever you want to be, you want to achieve, you can do it. Man, that ain't just no cliche. Like, you can do that for real. Like, you know what I'm saying? If you really believe that in your heart, whatever you believe in your heart, man, you can have it for real. You know what I'm saying? Like, it's been stuff. Like, I got an example where I had a guy, man, get in the game, got a truck, license, all that within 30 days.
Damn.
Went and took him to school, passed, we hit the road, we chop it up. He like, man, he want to get his own truck. I say, man, I don't know how it's gonna happen, but man, you believe that shit, I promise you can have your shit before your birthday. The week of the man B-Day, bro, you got a truck.
Damn.
You know what I'm saying? Just the mentality piece. It's just
manifestation shit real.
Nah, for real, it is. Like if you really believe that, like it start with you. You know what I'm saying? Like my old man always tell. I'm revert back to my old man all the time. Told $1 million worth of game. He told me we grow inwardly, outwardly, meaning that you gotta feed your inner man to be able to be the best man outwardly. You know what I'm saying? Like whatever you want to happen in the physical, Joe, you gotta be right within. Like Lauryn Hill said, Joe, how you gonna win if you ain't right within? Like people don't even be peeping that. Like it be game in the music too. Like I'm super observant and I pay attention to what was being said and how people said it and why they said it. Like Joe, she was giving game. Like that song, that's a cold song, classic, but like Joe, she really giving game. Like how you gonna be right if you ain't right within? Like that's deep, bro. Like so whatever you want. So a lot of people in life, when I notice whatever they going through in life, whether it's trials, tribulations, most of the time if you really sit back and you think about it, it be stuff from within that you ain't dealt with. Yeah. And now you projecting it out. And now it's manifesting and now you seeing it. And then instead of being like, you know what, I'm gonna change my perspective on this and be like, you know what, it really ain't bad. Like some people may look at stuff and be like, man, I just lost my job, whatever, man, it's so fucked up. Nah, maybe that's a good thing. So now you got another opportunity, whether it's another job or you start working for yourself. Do your own thing. Now you ain't even thinking like, man, if you still would have been working, you wouldn't have been able to have this opportunity. Mm-hmm. So it's all about perspective. So that's what I've been learning lately. Like self-help stuff is like changing your perspective on stuff. And then like watching what you say. Like his words is real, you know what I'm saying? The power of the tongue, you know what I'm saying?
And a moving finger right and having Rick cannot revert back to removing online.
No, the real. So it's
like moving finger, bro. You want this? It's out there, bro. It's out there.
Yeah, it's out there. You know what I'm saying? So that's been stuff where like people look at me crazy, be like, I say something to the T, it happens exactly like that.
Same.
And then so it's because this stuff are like. I stand on and I believe in hard. Like, Joe, this was finna happen. People be like, dude, you ain't finna. I promise you, Joe, this was finna happen. Bing, bing, boom, like this. Exactly to the T. They be like, man, dude, you crazy. No, it's just, Joe, I believe, I see it. You know what I'm saying? I believe it. So, like, even with this, the podcast, like, man, I see this, man, this skyrocket for real.
Appreciate it.
Because it's like, for real, like, oh, it's dope. Like, it's you got to think about it. We all been knowing each other over 20-some years. And we still like this. You know what I'm saying? Like to the point where like we done grew up with people where some people they grew up, man, they trying to off each other.
Facts.
Like we ain't never experienced that, Joe. We go back to like, man, shorties. But at the same time, I think of it like this. We all had blood, sweat, and tears, you know what I'm saying? You put that work in together. So it's like, man, hell yeah. I remember being in practice, lifting the weights, I have to go and do this with my man's like, yeah, Joe, we all on the field. It's us against them.
Yeah.
You know what I'm saying? So even when we was doing it's us against them. You know what I'm saying? So it's like it's deep, but like Joe, we didn't, you know what I'm saying, it's mean about it. So it's like, all right, we always got that good. We mesh because we all similar in certain spaces. We all give out that good energy. We all them people that you can't say like you've been into it with Moss for real. You know what I'm saying? If you've been into it, us claim you say you've been into it with somebody, with one of us, it's like, nah, it's you. That's definitely you. Like, ain't nobody, we ain't the type to just mess with people. You know what I'm saying? So it's like, that's what I feel like. Them people, they always win. It's always genuine. It's always love. Like, this is all love. You know what I'm saying? Like, and that's how we move and operate out of love. And love conquers all. That's the strongest thing on the planet. You know what I'm saying? So if you move and operate out of that, then you got no choice but to win. What y'all doing this all love. You ain't got no choice but to win. And believe that. You know what I'm saying? Like, you just told me, like, I ain't going to dispose, you know, what you got going on. But, man, dude, that's love. Like because you persistent in what you was doing, and then even years before that, we talking like, man, Joe, he gonna blow up, Joe. You gonna take off with that, Joe, for real. And it's been that. And they stated like, yeah, nah, for real, bro.
So I need y'all to tell me what the people can expect from y'all coming up, like any upcoming projects y'all got, toy drives.
Yeah, we got a lot of stuff
for the community.
Yeah, nah,
Which y'all got coming up, let the people know.
Summer heading too.
Off the top, while it's on my mind, because Chef Banks here, one of the coaches from Proviso Bills, we are donating jerseys to the organization. They was it 13 years, 14 years?
13, 14 years.
Yeah. And also for Coach Shannon Kimball, Maywood Elite, we're gonna donate them jerseys just while it's on the top of my mind for the upcoming fall season. Yeah, what's coming up? Mother's Day coming up. We got something in store for the ladies.
Yeah, we got something for that too.
We got some nail techs that I reached out with that we was gonna collab with on Easter and do something for the little girls, but kind of dropped the ball on it because we got busy and other things came about. But for sure, we're gonna do something for Mother's Day. So,
so that's the next. I would say the next immediate thing is having something for the ladies. You know what I'm saying? Like,
okay,
looking up with some beauticians. Pay for the hair to get done and stuff like that. Just give them that.
Because like we say, we're taking community, so it's about the kids. We gonna do free cuts for the fathers on Father's Day.
Bro.
Definitely.
Oh yeah.
All type of stuff. For
sure.
Y'all badass kids at home. Yeah, come on.
I like that, bro. We definitely appreciate y'all, bro. Like I want y'all, bro, to definitely keep this work up in the community with y'all. It's not a lot of people giving back, and it's not a lot of people giving that, and like the kids need it.
Yeah,
like they need that from us, and it started like they are, like you said earlier, they are our future. They are our future.
No,
and it started with us doing like small stuff like that, even if, like you said earlier, coaching, because all that like making an impact on kids, like coaching, you giving back to them free haircuts, you giving them that time, and that that's most important to kids early on. Time that you spend with them.
Also, bro, I want to give a shout out to just a few entrepreneurs I know. Rashada, Rich Attitude.
Yeah, I got Rich
Attitude. We're trying to get the shot interview, man. I said it on the last one. I'm gonna say it again. Check your DM, man. Pull up.
Shartesia and Kari. They got their 616 and Evolve, man.
I did shout out to Arissa Harrison too. I got the
outlet variety. Okay.
That tough.
Shout out to Dion. Top shout out to Dion, man. He promoting, man. Gino Dollars promoting them mics, man. Beezy. Man, everybody, we want to collab with everybody, bro.
Like, we need Beezy to pull up too.
Man, bro.
Yeah, it's a bunch of stuff.
Banks too, shit.
Yeah.
Get everybody. I feel, man, we got to get everybody from the town on here, man. And then just putting it out there. You know what I'm saying?
That's what I made the platform for, bro. I want to give this back to the people, bro. Like, for my people, something where we can talk, get our shit out, bro. Because, like, a lot of us been through some shit and we know some shit. Like, you know what I'm saying? We're doing shit and we can able to give it and talk to people and so they can receive it, bro. Like, help them out. If we can, if somebody willing to listen, shit. Well, what people can follow y'all at, man? Tell people where they can follow y'all at before we wrap up.
On Facebook, my name is nobody know my first name. My first name is Javar, Jevar. Last name Glover, and Glove_Dilly on everything. Snapchat, Instagram, TikTok. That's a lot to be slide on there. Glove_Dilly.
Yeah, me. I just got Facebook. My name Jeremy Robinson, but
But for guys be on that snap too, boy.
Yeah, that's my person. That's my person.
Hey man, I just want to tell y'all, I appreciate y'all pulling up to the lot, man. It's coming to kick it with us. It's been a good one, bro. We
gotta come back, man.
Y'all
Come back,
man. We'll grab it in the truck.
You gonna come back with grab it in the truck before?
Man, we can come back on some business type shit. Like we can talk about whatever. You know what I'm saying? Because me, I'm the business dude.
Yeah, with all that. Just let me know and we can set it up, man. But until next time, good people. What you got?
I was gonna say, man, make sure y'all like, follow, share, leave that 5-star
Follow the
review,
fucking page, man.
subscribe.
Y'all know the
Hey,
vibes.
_lot_podcast,
man. Y'all know the vibes. Tell a friend.
Tell a friend,
Tell a friend.
tell a motherfucking friend.
Voila. Peace.
Oh, that was cool, bro.
Yeah, hell yeah, man. It's a lot of shit.